Hi crafty friends, Colleen here. Here's the card. Now, I did make it yesterday, but something went wrong with the filming, and when I went to use it, I couldn't. So, I was just way too busy with kids yesterday, so I had to turn around and remake. I'm going to remake it today. This was the one I made yesterday, but it was really hard to see the black on here, so I thought I'd make up one similar to this one today. And then this was the one I made this is the very first one I made, and I made it for my mum for Mother's Day coming up, and I put a panel on the back, and I used the I can't remember the name of the flowers. Nope, it's gone. It'll come back to me anyway. That's the flowers you can use to build the flowers. The stamp sets we will be using today are the message in a bottle, and I'm using this bottle today as I've already got it on a block from a different card. We'll be using these small leaves and this little flower out of the In Full Bloom card making workshop, which I think is wonderful. I love that one. And then we're using the In Full Bloom scrapbooking, and we're using the 2 butterflies out of this one. And out of this one, it does take a lot of stamp sets, but you can use whatever you've got. I'm using the Happy Birthday from the Happy Cake Day stamp set. So let's get started. Now, it really isn't a hard card to do. It's really quite effective. I don't know who made it, but I just remember seeing it on Pinterest. I don't think there was any instructions, so I had to sort of like work it out for myself. This is the one I come up with, so I'll just show you how to make it today. Now we're going to be scoring. Now our pieces measure, these 2 pieces here, they measure 7 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 for the white, and 7 1/4 inches by 4 1/2 for the mint. So we're going to just score these at 1 1/2 and 3 inches. And you do that on both pieces. Now, I know it's cut into strips, but it's easier to just score the once, so 1 1/2 and 3 inches, and then cut this into strips, then cut all 3 strips, because you might not get them the same. This way you know that they're going to be identical when you fold them up. Now we'll take our trimmer, excuse me, and we're going to cut this panel into 1 1/2 inch strips. 1, 2. There we are. So you've got your 3 panels, and we'll put that away. Now, when you fold them, this bit folds in, and that bit folds back on top of it, like so. And that's how you'll do the 3 of these. And the way I've worked out to try and explain to people, they quite often go away to do this cut and they go, oh, it doesn't work, it's not sitting right. It's because they put this panel onto the front of the white this way. This one always has to go to the right, the white goes to the left. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So it's quite, it's like I said, it's not hard. Just remember a couple of little rules for it, and it'll be perfect. So that's that one. Now with this one here, it's the same thing. Yeah. Fold it that way, and then fold it back on itself. No, I've done it back the front. You have to. Gosh almighty. That way and this way. Well, it doesn't hurt to have it both ways. So as you can see, white to the left, green to the right, and it'll always work for you. So we'll just put our panels on now. Now our panel pieces, you'll need 3 pieces that measure 4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. And we're going to put those onto the panels, and while we'll do it, and you'll need 6 1 1/4 inch squares. Put that on, and I'll do the 2 squares at the same time. Excuse me. It's my wretched cough. It never goes away now. It's permanent, I think. Forever and ever. So that's one done. This is the bit that takes the longest to do, believe it or not. Putting all these panels on. So it's Good Friday today. So am I going down to my daughter's for lunch? So that'll be nice, and I'll take the kids down their Easter eggs because I won't see them again till next week. They're very busy painting. They've had some extensions done and they just want to get on with them. I mean, we could offer to help, but I think they really want to do it themselves this time round. So I thought, you know what? Don't interfere, Mum. Just leave them be. Besides, they're not children anymore. They're all grown adults. Go down and see my little Georgie Porgy. He's so stinking cute. Charlie and Henry and Evie today. Bonnie and Harry are going away up to the lake for the weekend to be with their other grandparents, so that will be lovely. Right, now, excuse me, now that we've got all those done, you need to put adhesive just on this 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 inch end here and lift it up. Now, you're just going to place it in that corner. So you line up the side and this and the whole corner just like that. And then we'll take this piece here. I might stick that one in the middle. No, it doesn't matter. Either or. This bit here, and this one's going to go down onto here, onto this corner. So just, I need to move it off the white. So just line up the corner and the side and the edge, and that's in. Now I like to lay it on the mat so I've got an even view. Do the last one, and then that is going to fit in. So you've got a 1/2 inch there and a 1/2 inch here. So that's how simple that is. So there's no guesstimation. It's just 1/2 inch in between, and it's done. And you fold it back, and then on these ends, I'm just going to add some adhesive, and then fold that back down and line it up. And I'll do the same to this end. So you're just doing the same thing. You're just going to line up that end. Got a bit of adhesive in the way. And then make sure that this fits exactly, has a 1/2 inch in the middle, like so. I've got it's just a tad out, you know, I did measure it. There we go. So then that folds back like that, and that's how you make the card. Isn't that simple? I can't even think what the name of that card is. Z-Fold panel card or something, but I call it the Z-Fold 3 panel card fold. Like I said, I saw it on Pinterest. I don't know who made it, but, well, not that I don't know, I can't remember, and I need to go back and find out who it was. Now, this panel here measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. And that goes onto the back here, so that you'll have somewhere nice to write. And it also strengthens the card up too. So that goes on there. Now, before I put this bit on, I actually want to do a little bit of stamping. I want to stamp the Happy Birthday into the middle, and then I want to just take the tiny little butterfly and just put a couple of those around, just like that. And I might do, no, just leave it. Less is more, as they say. So that is that done, and I'll put that onto the back of the card, and that's finished, that section. So that is on the back. So there we are. So now we're going to our 2 panels. Now this one measures 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and this is 2.5 by 3.5. This is the one we're going to stamp on. So I'm going to take the bottle, and I'm going to stamp the bottle twice. So first of all, I'll stamp it. Now I've got some post-it notes. We're going to do some masking, and this is the sticky end down here. So I'm going to stamp the bottle onto the end, and then I'm going to cut it out. But to save time, I've already done it, and this is the side that we need. I cut the top off, and then I cut the middle section out, and we'll probably need that and this piece, but that's what we're going to do with it, and I'll show you in a minute. So now we're going to take our thing, and where did I put, oh there it is. We're going to just stamp our bottle down towards the bottom, carefully because I've got ink on my block. And then we're going to take our mask. We're going to pop that on the base of the bottle, like so. Just like that. And then we're going to take our little leaves, and we're going to just stamp them into the bottom of the bottle. Then we're going to take our little flower, and we're just going to stamp that. Now if you want to have, I want one right here in the middle, but I don't want it all over the leaves. And I'll put this one just here. And that way it'll all fit in without too much mess. And then I'll get the markers. I'll let that dry for a minute before we do anything else. Now we'll take the butterfly, and I'm going to just stamp him there on the bottle. And I'll put another one over here. And before I do anything else, I'll stamp the happy birthday here in the top corner. Oh, it's a bit minky. I'll get the markers and fix that after. And then I'm going to put this butterfly up here, and I'll put this butterfly on the top of the jug. So first of all, we'll quickly colour them in. So I'm just going to use the light aqua for the flowers. Doesn't have to be perfect, because the actual paper itself isn't perfect. No, I don't like that green, that's the wrong one. Oh, I picked up light green instead of dull green. Jingos. That's the one. Right, so I'll take the medium in that, and I'll just quickly flit over the leaves, colour those in. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we'll take the grey, and we'll take the light end. I'll just gently outline the bottle to give it a bit of definition. And then here on the bottom, just make a bit of a shadow. And that's it. And then we'll colour in our butterflies. And I'm going to use the darker one for the big one. I could have used all 3 colours, but I'm just being lazy. And like I said, you can colour these in any colour you want. This is the medium for the little ones. There we go, that'll do it. I'll put that on there. Oh, my neck's sore. I went and had snap and crack yesterday. It's left me with a sore neck though, but it'll pass. Right, so we're going to adhere our square to our matting panel. And on this one, I think I might put some ribbon. So it's just a bit of ribbon, and I will tie it around. So you're just tying it around this piece here. So I'll get my squeeze tweezers just to hold that in place. I'll go round and around the back and pull. Jingoes. Do you know what? It'll do. It'll do. Oh, I didn't cut that on an angle. Right, that can go out the way. So that's that bit there done. So now we'll take this panel. Now this panel is going to sit in here like so, or we can sit it flat. Might do it flat, like the other one. Okay, flat it is. So we'll go across the end, across the bottom, and across the middle. And then you'll know that it's going to fit just nicely into here. Like so. Then we'll get some where's the scissors? Cut a strip off here for the little one. And he's going to sit just on the top of the jar, like he's just taken off. And then this one here, I'll put the rest of that on. And he can help secure the ribbon into place by sitting there. And that's it. That's how you make that card. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial today on how to make this card. Like I said, it's not a hard card to make, as long as you remember that the front, this panel and the bottom panel have to be exactly the same size, which is 7 1/4 inches long. The green is 4 1/2, the white is 5 1/2, and then you just cut it into 1 1/2 inch strips for the green. So it's a very simple card. I hope you like it. Like I said, it looks nice now that I've finished off the back as well. And that one's for my mum, Mother's Day, which is around the corner. And then that was the one I made yesterday. I haven't finished it, but like I said, it was a bit hard to do because the black was so intense on there when I was trying to show you how to make it. So I thought we'll change it up and go back to the green again. So these are my cards. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial today. So till next time, keep on crafting and bye for now.